is. All right, so my name is Lisa Johnston, and I am the new community lead for the Rising Together series for Kara Grace. I'm a warrior ambassador, just like Nadine, and I'm so excited that she's here to teach us this morning. It's going to be an amazing class. It's called The Quiet Work, and she's going to tell us more about it in just a moment. But before I turn the time over to her, I'm going to be posting her philanthropy, or if you would like, it's a free class, but if you'd like to donate, it's going to go to the Heart Association. So I will put that in at the beginning. I'll put it in at the end. And next week we have Amber Gregory, and she's going to be leading us in a class called A Journey to Downward Facing Dog, or Journey Back to Downward Facing Dog. So without further ado, I'm going to mute all of you. And I'm going to put Nadine. I'm going to ask to unmute her. I'm going to spotlight her for everybody. And thank you so much, Nadine.
Oh, thank you guys for having me. So I'm going to plug my mic in really quick. If for whatever reason you can't hear me, if someone could just kind of flag me down before I go over to my mat. So here we go. All right, can everyone hear me okay? Are we good? Okie dokie. And just type something, pop something up if you cannot hear me. All righty, looks like we're good. So hi yogis, welcome. My name is Nadine Miner. And gosh, I've been practicing yoga for over 11 years now. And I've been teaching full-time for 4 years. And then with COVID kind of being weird, I took a step back from teaching full-time, and I was just kind of have been refocusing and kind of getting used to the new normal, if you will, hence the Zoom classes, right? But they're awesome because here we are connected from all over the place, and it's just incredible. So it's definitely a blessing in disguise. But this class is called The Quiet Work, and really it's about celebrating and honoring all of your effort that you don't always see on the mat, right? It's not about the poses that we're doing or how many times a day or a week that we're practicing. It's just about getting up and giving it your all every single day. So that's kind of the theme around this practice. And with that, we're going to be moving through some repetitive postures, some creative flow. So we're going to kind of mix the two together. And my hope is that you just enjoy yourself. You have fun as always. And yeah, that's kind of it, yogis. So let's get started. You don't need anything for this practice. If you do like using your usual stuff like blocks, blankets, straps, you're welcome to have them. But since we're at home, I like to give you a lot of modifications. So I will be walking you through options as we move through the practice. So let's get started on our back. So go ahead and lie back. I'm just going to do a quick checkup here. Make sure you can hear me all right. Perfect. And then once you feel settled, just take a moment here to stretch. So think of it as a good morning or good afternoon stretch if you're living on the East Coast. Big stretch through your body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. And then just let your arms come along the sides of your body. So eyes are closed, jaws heavy. Let your body soften. And just start to really focus on your breathing. So inhaling through the nose. And then exhaling right back out through the nose. Again, deep breath in through the nose. And exhaling out through the nose. And just taking a moment in this place to send some gratitude to yourself for showing up, because it's always the hardest part, especially when we're at home and it's easier to get caught up in different things. This is that quiet work. It's the choice to stay committed to yourself. Another breath in. Exhale it out. And then just start to blink your eyes open, maybe wiggle your fingers, stretch through your toes, and you can add another good morning stretch if that works for you. And then pull your knees into your chest. So just grabbing one hand to each shin bone or kneecap and start to massage into the lower back. You can roll out your ankles, wiggle your toes. And then bringing your feet into a happy baby position, we're just going to turn the bottoms of the feet towards the ceiling and then try to reach for the edges of your feet. If that's not available, just any part of your leg will do. And again, driving the weight of your body, the weight of your presence into your spine, into the mat. Maybe massage the back of your head into your mat. Perfect. And then bringing your right thigh over your left thigh, just crossing your legs. We're going to drop the feet down and then drop your knees over to the right. You might have to rearrange your hips a bit to get that nice twist. And then extend your right arm all the way to the right. If you're struggling to get that shoulder to the ground, don't force it right now. We're just getting started. So more than anything, what I'm wanting or hoping that you find here in this posture is just a moment to stretch. And just keep the breath moving in and out through your nose. Perfect. Take another deep inhale, as big as you can. Really let your belly expand with it. And then exhale, we're going to come back towards the center. Try to keep your legs crossed if possible, and then unwind them so they go wide. Now, if furniture's in the way, stuff's in the way, walls, bend your knees and support the back of your legs. And I just want you to oscillate. So taking the hips and kind of shimmying them or moving them side to side on your mat. You can even push the front of one thigh as you drive one leg closer towards your belly, just sort of taking turns. Awesome. And then just squeeze your knees back in together. So again, one hand to each kneecap or shin bone and massage the lower back into your mat. We're going to move right back in, second side. So happy baby. Grab the outer edges of the feet. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out through the nose. And just try to relax. Awesome. Release the legs this time, left thigh over right thigh. So just crossing the legs. It's like a lazy eagle pose. And then let the feet, that right foot touch the ground. Work your hips a little bit over to the left. Drop your knees to the right and big twist. Look over towards that left arm. Reach out as much as you can. And just keep breathing. Nice. Inhale, come back to center. Try to keep those legs crossed. And then again, we're going to take them wide. So they're just untying. Start to oscillate the hips again, side to side. And you can support the legs however you choose. You can go as wide as you want with your straddle. Make sure to spread your toes a bit. Relax your jaw. Awesome. And then bring your legs back in together, just hugging them in towards your chest. Take a deep breath in. This time, exhale through your mouth. Just big audible breath. All right, now we're gonna rock and roll. This isn't really my favorite pose to do. I don't really like it, but it does serve a purpose. So think about massaging the spine as you come up, right? It's not a super glamorous way to sit up by any means, but we just wanna massage into every aspect of the spine. And if you're struggling, just use your hands and your forearms to kind of lift you up slowly. Nice, let's do one more together. And just lift up, perfect. And then make your way, no rush, into a tabletop position. So coming into all fours. Make sure your palms are nice and wide, knees are underneath your hips. Don't lock out on the elbows, just keep stuff pretty supple, pretty soft. And then we'll move through some cat-cow. So on the inhale, I want you to drop your belly, lift your heart, lift your chin, lift your tush. Nice, and then exhale, scoop through the tailbone, chin to chest, look towards your navel or your thighs. And then inhale again into cow. And then exhale, round it out into cat. Nice, 2 more on your own. And then as you start to finish up on that last one, just bring your body back into a neutral spine, just into tabletop. With your palms wide, hands still flat on the ground, step forward into a very, very lazy malasana. So for some, malasana might look like this, just a really wide kind of middle of the road squat. For some, it might be a little bit lower. Maybe you're sitting on a block. Maybe your heels are lifted. But again, we're oscillating, we're moving side to side, not avoiding the work, but taking the time to do the work, right? So just increment by increment, step by step. Deep breath in. Exhale, start to neutralize the spine. So we're just facing forward. Push up through your hips, flatten out the feet, and grab elbow to elbow here. Nice, let your head hang heavy, chin into chest. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Perfect, and then just start to curl your body up slowly, coming into mountain pose. Nice, reach your arms up overhead, big stretch, inhale here. And then exhale, just bring the hands down into heart center, just down through the midline. Release your arms by your sides, and then just step 1 foot underneath each hip. So just a neutral stance. We'll reach the arms up to the sky, look up, deep breath in. And then exhale, forward fold through your legs, nice and slow. Bend the knees here if you're really tight. But if you find that you're looking up around where your feet are or like up on your mat, try and see if you can turn your gaze in towards your belly. So get really heavy in your head. Relax your jaw. Nice. Inhale, halfway lift. Pull your heart forward. Hands to the earth or your shin bones. And just think about shining the light of your heart out towards the front of your mat. Nice. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, plank pose. And you can drop to your knees if you need to. And then exhale, we're going to lower all the way down, chaturanga. Inhale, take an upward dog or a cobra, meaning you can stay flat on your belly or you can lift your belly up from the ground. Nice. No rushing. Right, this is the work. And then exhale, tuck your toes and downward facing dog. Great job. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Make sure your palms are nice and wide. This is a good time to add just your personal movement. You know, if you need to pedal out your legs, shake your hips side to side. And then looking forward, let's just start slow and step up towards the top of the mat. If you're a jumper, maybe wait a moment before we pull out those jumps. Inhale to halfway lift, shine the heart forward, and then exhale, bow, fold into your legs and look within, look into the body. Inhale with a slight bend in the knees, come up, mountain pose, big stretch. And look up, look at your fingers, lift your heart, and then exhale, hands through center. And then release them at your sides. Perfect. 2 more vinyasas just like that. Sun salutation A. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Pull your heart forward. Nice. Exhale, if you're ready to jump, you can jump. If not, if you're a little lazy like me, we step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. So it's like a yogi push-up. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Nice. Take your time. Really take it in. And then exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. And then looking forward, travel up towards the top of your mat, however you choose. Inhale, shine your heart forward. And then exhale again, fold and look within. Inhale, come on up, mountain pose, big stretch. And then exhale, draw your hands down through heart center. And release them by your sides. Last one, again, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, pull your heart through. Nice, exhale, hop or step back, plank pose. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Remember, it doesn't have to look like this. This is a pretty extreme stretch. And then exhale, tuck your toes, meet me back, downward facing dog. Nicely done, yogis. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Perfect. Come on down to your knees. And then taking your knees out wide, big toes touching. Sit back for a couple of breaths in child's pose. Just reaching the arms forward. Forehead to the earth. And focusing here on 5 deep breaths. So we're breathing in through the nose and then back out through the nose. Nicely done. Again, in through the nose and out through the nose. Perfect. As you start to finish that last out breath, bring your body forward back into tabletop. Meet me in downward facing dog. Nicely done, yogis. We're going to travel up towards the top of the mat together. Hop, step, or float. Inhale, halfway lift, pull your heart through. And then exhale, bow, forward fold. Look within. Really, really let it go. Finish the pose completely just by looking all the way up towards your navel. Awesome. Bend your knees, reach your arms up, big stretch, look up. And then pull all that energy in towards your midline, in towards your heart center. And release your arms down. Nicely done, yogis. All right, we're going to get started with the meat of the practice. If at any time you need to take a break or modify, I will be sure to give you those cues so you don't feel kind of overwhelmed with any of the postures. All right, take your arms up towards the sky. Right fingers towards left wrist. So think index finger and thumb over the left wrist, reach up, nice big stretch. Step your right foot in front of your left foot and then lean your body over towards the right. Try to straighten out your left leg as much as you can. Maybe look up towards your left armpit. Nice. And then bring yourself back to center. Inhale. Now exhale. I want you to take all of that momentum and step back with your right foot in a wide-legged position. Awesome. So feet are wide set, arms are still up at the sky. We're going to lean towards the left and just swing your arms all the way down. Nice. Bend your knees and then come all the way up, still holding that grip. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Exhale, forward fold. So wide-legged forward fold into the legs. Now, if you find yourself again looking at your carpet or tile or your mat, try and look within, right? Try and look up towards your pants, your belly. Try to relax. Lift your tailbone up towards the ceiling. And then inhale, come up halfway, plant your hands on the mat, turn your left toes forward and begin to bend the knee. Walk your arms all the way towards the left. So I'm almost in line with my front foot. Reach your arms up, let's come up, warrior two. So again, working with oscillating in the hips and kind of swaying through our poses. Nice grounded warrior two, stay strong, breathe in. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up, reverse triangle. So extending that front leg, big stretch up, and breathe in. Exhale, melt down, triangle pose. So just reaching that left arm forward, left arm comes down, and right arm reaches up towards the sky. You can look up towards your right thumb or down at the earth. Try to firmly plant your right heel down. Breathe in. And then looking at the earth, if you're not already, I want you to swing your right arm forward, almost like you're throwing a ball. And then as you reach towards the earth, bend your left knee, drop your right knee to the ground. Option one is to step your left foot behind you, modified wild thing. Or if you feel a little bit stronger in the legs, just take full wild thing. Perfect. Deep breath. Exhale, meet me back, downward facing dog. So we worked really slow through that first side. We'll start to speed it up as you get more familiar with the postures. And the idea is just to trust the natural momentum of the body and to trust your work, right? To trust that you're here, you showed up, and you're committed. Deep breath in. Nice. Exhale, let's move through Vinyasa. So exhale to plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Together, deep breath in. Slow breath out. Nice. Travel up towards the top of your mat, however you choose. I am a walker or a stepper. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, come on up, mountain pose. And just reaching for whatever it is that you need today and pulling it right in through that midline, right into your heart. Nice, release your arms. Here we go, second side, arms come up. This time, left index finger and thumb over the right wrist. Perfect. Step your left foot in front of your right foot and then lean in towards that left side. Nicely done. Inhale, come back to center. Use all of that momentum. Step wide with the left foot. Swing the arms. Big, big rotation here. Coming all the way up, use your obliques. And then inhale. Exhale to forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold. Awesome. Try to look towards the inseam of your pants. Stay committed to your breath. And then placing the hands on your mat or blocks, whatever you're using, come up halfway, walk the arms over to the right, bend your right knee, warrior two. So don't overthink it, right? Just let the body kind of naturally move into it. I'm not looking for super intense warrior two, right? We're just here. Exhale, reverse your triangle. Big breath into that right lung. And then exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Right arm down, left arm up. Resist that urge to dump the weight into that right arm, but instead stay lifted through the abdominal muscles, your side body. Pitch the left arm forward, right? We're just like we're swimming, and then right knee bends. You have that option to drop the knee and just take a big stretch through your front body, or full wild thing if it's available. So stepping back and stretching. Nicely done. Inhale, come back to plank. Exhale, vinyasa. Or you can push back to downward facing dog. You can skip the vinyasas. They really just make practice a little bit more strenuous. It's like cardio, but not. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Great job. Let's move through that one more time. Again, getting a little bit faster and just letting the movements be natural. Travel up towards the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. And then exhale, hands through heart center. Great, yogis. Release your arms. Inhale again, reach up. Exhale, right index finger, right thumb towards the left wrist. Step your right foot in front of the left. Reach towards your right. Inhale, as you come to center, you're just stepping back, and a big twist as you position those legs into wide-legged. Nicely done. Come on up. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Just swan dive your arms down. Great job, yogis. You know where this is going. We're moving into warrior two. So kind of set it up halfway, walk it over to the left, bend that knee, circle those arms up. Right? Don't be shy about taking up space on your mat. It's a big space. We've got like 6 foot by 2.5 maybe. We've got room. Exhale, reverse your triangle. Deep breath in. And then exhale into full triangle. So left arm down, right arm up. A little bit more fluid. We're going to move into that wild thing. Know your modification if you need it. Right hand down. I like to just step my left foot over my right leg. Don't overthink it. Breathe in. Exhale, back into plank. Move through your vinyasa if you need it, or just push back into downward facing dog. Either way, whatever you came here for, please do that thing. Take a deep breath in, slow breath out. Last side, let's travel up towards the top of the mat. Inhale, shine your heart forward. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise up into mountain. And exhale, hands through heart center. Great job, yogis. Inhale again, arms come up. This time, left thumb and index finger, right wrist. Left foot and steps in front of the right. We're gonna lean towards the left. Awesome. And then don't think about it too much. Just come back to center. As you do, we're swinging and stepping at the same time. Just big sweeping of the arms. Inhale. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Great job. Stay connected to the breath. Breathe in. Exhale, go a little deeper. All right, we're starting to feel that warmth. And then walk it over towards the right foot. Get ready for that warrior two. Cartwheel the arms up. Take up space. Breathe in. Exhale, sit into it. Relax. Reverse your triangle. So that front leg extends. We're reaching up. Breath in. And then exhale, we're just talking the arms down. Legs don't change. Triangle pose. Trikonasana. Perfect. Sweep that left arm forward. Get ready for your wild thing. All it is right foot stepping over the left leg like a hurdle and then stretching the front body. Breathe in. Nice. Exhale, come into plank or downward facing dog. So again, that option to vinyasa or not. Really great work, yogis. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, open mouth, just let it out. Nice, come on down to your knees. Thank goodness. And then move through some cat-cow. So again, just inhaling, belly down, tailbone up. And then exhaling, looking within. And just moving through these, not really counting like how many we're doing, but just breathing through them. You know, this is it. This is the work, right? Again, small, incremental commitments that we keep to ourselves to instill long-lasting change. Perfect. All right, let's glide it back up into downward dog. If you're getting tired of these dogs, just stay on your knees. You can do everything on your knees. And then reach your right leg up towards the ceiling. Just be careful. You have bookshelves or things. Breath in. See if you can step that right foot around your right pinky and then drop your left knee down, lizard pose. Any variation of lizard here is fine. If you want to come down to your forearms, if you just want to stay lifted, maybe work on stretching your chest open. But breathe. Let's say 2 more breaths here. And then keeping the left hand down, yogis, reach your right arm forward, take a breath in, and then exhale, I want you to just reach it back. So working that joint of the shoulder head. Nice, bend your left knee and see what happens. Please don't look for the foot, right? Because the more you look for the foot, the longer that distance becomes, the less you look for the foot and take your head back, the shorter that distance becomes. So just see what happens. If they're not touching, I'm not worried about it. Just maybe massage your lower back. Take a breath. Nicely done. Exhale without slapping that foot down. Release. And then walk your hands all the way out to the left. So come all the way off of your mat. Start to extend your right leg. And then pivot onto your left shin bone. So you can kind of see how I'm just supported by my left shin. Keep walking your arms all the way towards the end of your mat and feel that stretch of the right outer hip. Nice. Try to firm your right toes down. Reach your right arm up. Maybe reach your right arm over your body. You can even do some circles here if you have space. Whatever feels right. You can keep reaching that arm up. Breath in. Breath out. Now this is the tricky part because you're going to need to use your core here. So I want you to think about kind of sucking it in, for like lack of a better word. Draw your navel towards your spine. And I want you to lift up so that your arms are out at a T and you're just positioned here in a supported kneeling position. Take your right hand down your right leg and stretch your left arm over. Gate pose. Now we're stretching the outer left hip. You can look up towards the sky. If your arm starts to get really like wonky and kind of tired, mine does, just reach for your shoulder, right? Reach for your back, your hip. And just listen to the work that your body needs. Nice. And then just drop everything down. So we're pitching everything forward. And I just want you to pull around that right leg back in. Perfect. Awkward movement, but really good for the hips. Take those hips side to side. Because it's the thing about work, right, is that it's not necessarily easy. Even when it's quiet, it still takes effort. Deep breath in. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Nice. Perfect. Take your left leg up and just be mindful you don't hit a dog or a cat. Deep breath in. And then exhale, we're just trying our best to get left foot to left pinky finger. And you might have to actually help yourself out, right? It's a difficult transition, so don't get hung up on it. Take your time. And then lizard pose, whichever variation you like. I'm going to stay upright today, chest forward, shoulders soft, and breathe. Beautifully done. Keep your right hand down. So you're almost leaning a little bit towards the right. I'm going to sweep my left arm forward and pitch it all the way back. Quadricep stretch. Don't get hung up on the end result. It comes with time. So just enjoy the stretch, even if it looks something like this, or this, or this. Breathe in. And breathe out. Nice. Release as gracefully as you can. And then we're just going to take a journey towards the back of your mat. So we're using the arms. We're pivoting on that back leg. We're just walking, walking, walking. Excellent. And then as you walk, notice how that left leg just stretches out. Plant as many of the toes as you can into the earth. Sweep your left arm either up or over. Again, if you liked those rotations, take those rotations. It's really up to you. Awesome. Now here's the tough part, right? We got to use those obliques. So I'm going to engage my core as much as I can. On that inhale, coming up. Exhale, melting down, gate pose. Nice. Maybe that right arm reaches over a bit. Toes can point out or in. That's kind of yogi's choice. And then I'm just pitching everything down and not so gracefully bringing that left leg back into its rightful place. And then move your hips side to side. Perfect. Really nice, yogis. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Meet me in downward facing dog, please, when you're ready. And just notice if you're starting to feel a little better. Things are starting to awaken in the body. And if you find that you're looking down, either at your hands or just at your mat, can you look within? Can you look up towards your belly button? Just really top off the pose. Hey, so when you're ready, travel forward towards the top of your mat, however you choose. Inhale, halfway lift, pull your heart forward. See if your fingers can reach any lower towards the ground. It's just a question, not a demand. And then exhale, fold, bow, look within. Really finish off your poses. Nice, come on up, mountain pose. Try to look up. Hands gather at the very top. And then exhale, samastitihi. Bring it in towards your heart. Beautifully done, yogis. Take a moment, kind of shake it out. We're going to finish our last sequence pulling everything together. So we're going to move through the same flow a little quicker, and we'll finish off in a deep hip stretch. So coming back towards the top of your mat, reach those arms up, deep breath. Right thumb, right index finger, left wrist, right foot over left leg stretch. You already know the steps. Don't overthink it. Inhale to center. Exhale, step back, wide-legged, and use that oscillation, right? Use that momentum. Use that work. Inhale. Exhale, bow forward, fold, wide-legged. If you're really feeling it and you can get upside down here, I'm not going to cue it, but for those yogis that want to go there, Go there. And while you're there, maybe wiggle out your legs, shake stuff out. If you're upside down, start to come back to wide-legged. Inhale, halfway lift. Walk it towards the front of your mat, warrior two. Windmill the arms, take up space. Stretch fingertip to fingertip. Beautiful. Warrior two, breathe in. Exhale, hold it just a bit longer. Reverse your triangle. Really nice, yogis. Push down into those feet. Feel those quads engaged. And then exhale, talk it down into that triangle pose. Look up towards the top arm. Fire up those obliques. Exhale, windmill the arm forward. Notice as I'm doing that, I'm already bending my knee. I'm already setting up for wild thing. I know where I'm going. Breath in. Now exhale, here's the tricky part. Come back into plank. Bring your left knee into pigeon. Nice. If you were on your knees, take time to really get comfy in this. If you need to lie on your back, you can lie on your back. And let's just hang out here for a couple of breaths. So left knee is pointed forward, shin bone is working towards the front of the mat. And we're breathing in and out through the nose. Unclench your jaw. And again, sending a bit of honor and gratitude to yourself for showing up, for doing the work, and for staying committed. Nice. Inhale. Slowly start to sit up. Now, as you do, just kerplunk all the way to your left. So your left bum is on the ground completely. Swing your right leg forward into a twist. So right foot over that left thigh. Try to get situated with your bottom half. Right hand behind your back. Reach your left arm up. And exhale, just twist it out. If your elbow is not touching your thigh, no big deal. Just hold on to the leg. Maybe look towards the back of your mat. And release. Perfect. See if you can just come up to step into a forward fold position. So just unraveling those legs. Wiggle the feet out, wiggle the tush out, and fold liquided. Inhale, come on up, mountain. We switch sides. Left index finger, left thumb over the right wrist. Perfect. Left foot steps in front of the right, just crossing the legs. Lean towards the left side. Breathe in. Exhale, you ready? You're just going to step back. Swing your arms, swing everything out. Oscillate, oscillate, lift up. Inhale. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Again, option to go upside down. Leaving that for the yogis that are into it. Perfect. If you're upside down, start to bring yourself back home. We're going to walk it out towards that warrior two. So setting it up, windmill the arms up, big breath. And then exhale this time, take that work that you've done, and I want to see you drive it home just a little bit. Right, just pushing yourself just a little bit. And then reverse your triangle. Perfect. Keep those quads engaged. Breath in. And then exhale, just let it all spill out into triangle pose. You can use the support of your shin bone, but again, don't rely on it, right? It's not a crutch for the pose. It's just a support for the pose. Breath in. Sweep that left arm down. You guys ready? Flip your dog, wild thing. Same thing, just let it go. Nice, it's like you're flipping a pancake. Breath in. And then exhale, coming back into plank. Right knee forward, pigeon pose. And once you feel situated, make sure that back left leg is straight. Let yourself hang out here. Again, if you need a different variation, please take it. This is your practice. I'm just here to call out some poses, kind of guide you along the way. One more breath, yogis. Start to lift yourself up. Make sure you kerplunk again towards your right. So you can almost see how I just roll everything towards my right leg. Swing your left leg forward. It's not easy, but it's good stuff. Left foot over the right thigh as best you can. Left arm behind you, right arm comes up. And then exhale into your twist. Really nicely done. Release your stretch from here. Now this time, yogis, just bring your legs forward and come into a tabletop position. Just untangle, come into tabletop. Add some cat-cow, again, just to rinse out the spine. Beautifully done. We're gonna push back downward facing dog. Now, everything we've done in this practice has led us to this point. Okay, so we're gonna push ourselves a little bit for effort, but it is the last heavy leg sequence. And then we're gonna be chilling. So right leg, bring it up towards the sky, three-legged. Nice. Bring your right foot forward in between your hands. And that might take a couple of tries. Drop your left knee down. Inhale, pull your chest, your heart forward. You can use blocks here or just your fingertips. And then exhale, I want you to pull the hips back and stretch the front leg out. Do this a couple of times. Just inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now for those yogis out there that just want more of a kick, you want to go deeper, tuck the back toes, lift the knee, and just, again, move forwards and backwards, following the breath. Now, whichever posture you're doing, we're going to come into half moon. So we're going to inhale, stretch, and then exhale as you bend that front knee. I just want you to come up on your left leg. So right hand's going to stay down, left leg lifts up. Now, I like to keep both of my hands down to get started, and then maybe lift that left arm up. If that's not happening, I'm not worried about it. Just see how much you can lift that left leg in the air. Give me one more breath. I know this isn't pleasant. Breathe in. Exhale, reach those left toes back towards the ground. Stay in a lunge. Plant that left foot flat. Extended side angle. Reach your left arm up. Again, I know this is tough. Can we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left hand down. Woo, step back. All fours. Nice work. As soon as that right leg just comes back to where it belongs, it's such a release. Now take that left arm and thread it behind your right arm. Let's take the attention off the legs into the chest. I like to push my right arm in to kind of open my chest more. You can even step your right toes back. It's just extra. It's not necessary. Breathe in. Beautiful. Exhale. Whew. Untangle. Back into tabletop position. Second side. Here we go. Downward facing. Breath out. You got this, yogis. Left leg comes up. Deep breath in. Three-legged dog. Exhale. Left foot forward between the hands. You have the option to keep the knee down or stay lifted. Let's move. Exhale. Extend the front leg. Inhale, lunge. Exhale. Extend the front leg. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, extend. You know where we're going. We're going to come into half moon. So I want to bend the front knee, maybe a couple of bunny hops with my right leg. Fingertips stay down, right? Touch the ground. Maybe that right arm goes up to the sky. And it all depends on how gritty you want to make this. My leg is literally shaking. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Drop that back right leg, extended side angle. So we're keeping it committed, right? We're staying in it. We got this. I know it kind of sucks. 5, 4. You can come up to that thigh if you need to. 3, 2, and 1. Right knee down, left leg out. Big sigh. Right arm is going to thread behind that left arm. Little thread the needle. And just breathe. Push your left hand into the ground. Just open your chest a little bit more. And let it go. Untangle the body. Whew, nicely done, yogis. Come into puppy pose. So we're going to stay on our knees. You're going to reach your arms forward. Bring either your forehead to the mat. Yogis, if you'd like to bring your chin to the mat, that's also an option. And one more breath. Nice. Come on up and just come into a kneeling position. Whew, holy smokes. We did it. All right, yogis, we're just going to finish with a nice little back bend for your practice, since you've opened up so much of your front body, the front of your hips, the side of your hips. So in this kneeling position, come on up so your shin bones are the base of the posture. Take your left hand behind your back, supporting that space between the glute and the lower back, and just swing your right arm around half of your body. Inhale, exhale, twist and switch. Perfect. So right hand supports the back. Breath in and release. Breath in and release. Now keep moving like this. Again, if you want to go deeper, you have the option to reach for the heel of your foot. But just knowing your body, notice if you're reaching for that heel, you can kind of see how I bend back to avoid straining my lower back. Nice. Let's do one more each side. Nicely done, yogis. Deepest breath here. And then exhale, just come back down and find a seated position for me. Perfect. Oh, we made it. We are seated. Bring your left hand towards your heart space, your right hand towards your belly, and close your eyes. Just a very brief meditation, taking a moment just to reconnect with a steady inhale, a steady exhale. honoring whatever you were able to give for your practice today. And release. Go ahead and start to make your way down onto your backs for some Savasana. And we'll start here just by hugging the knees into the chest, giving yourself a little celebratory hug. Breath in. And exhale, just to let it go. Nice. And release your arms down along the sides of your body. See if you notice a difference from when you started practice to now. And just rest, just close your eyes. And for this time, yogis, I'm going to mute my mic. I do have four-legged creatures that live with me, so I don't want them to disturb you, but I will wake you back up. All right, yogis, start to take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, let it out through your mouth. And just stretch, reaching through your arms, your legs, your fingers, your toes, just welcoming the breath back into your body. And then just start to roll over to either side. It can be your right or your left side. It's whatever is natural. And keeping your eyes closed or kind of foggy and hazy, just lift yourself up into a seated position. And if it resonates with you, if you're comfortable bringing your hands to your heart, we'll bring our hands to prayer position. We'll bow our heads, not in honor for the practice, but in honor for yourself, for your effort, for showing up every single day, even when it's hard, for staying committed to yourself, to your breath. And most importantly, yogis, thank you for sharing your time and your space with me. It is always an honor. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks so much, yogis.
You would like
Enjoy your Saturday. And yep, I love you guys. Thanks again. It's always an honor and a pleasure.
Thank
you.
We'll be hanging out a little bit.
If anyone wants
You're here. I'm going to take my, so I can hear you guys. Thank you. Thank you guys.
That reminder to, when you're bent over, and to look in your inseam and your belly
Yeah.
button, that helped a lot,
Tension is sneaky.
right? That was great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, you guys. Oh, thank you guys for all these messages. Jeez. Oh, don't make me cry. Thank you.
great.
Yoga.
I love the flowing camel, the Ustrasana, the variation from coming up from your shins to get out of the low back. I thought that was like,
Oh, thanks. It's just, there's a reason why we do it, right?
absolutely. Do you have any big, I mean, yeah, stop for the recording, but there we go.